This just in. Have you ever felt like you are running on a terrifying, greased corporate treadmill where the faster you sprint, the less money you actually make? You are desperately throwing proposals at anyone with a pulse, matching your competitors' bargain bin prices, and wondering why your brilliant expertise is being rewarded with a salary that barely covers your electricity bill. This nightmare scenario is not an accident. It is the default setting of the free market. In his brilliant book, Oversubscribed, Daniel Priestley explains that the modern marketplace is a highly predatory environment designed to naturally resist your profit. If you are struggling to differentiate your service, you are completely trapped in what he calls the sea of beige. In this dismal ocean, you are nothing but a commodity, and the market's primary objective is to violently erode your profit margins until you are earning nothing more than a basic, miserable wage for your exhausting labor. As a StoryBrand certified guide, I spend my life trying to rescue business owners who are drowning in this beige sludge because they refuse to boldly claim their territory. We are currently navigating a digital landscape, aggressively drowning in fake, automated AI slop and generic corporate jargon. That means your ultimate weapon, your absolute biggest competitive advantage, is simply being an undeniably clear, verified human authority. So let's rip apart the absolute absurdity of trying to serve everyone, explore why spending your marketing money on cold leads is a mathematical disaster, and discuss how you can systematically construct an environment where customers literally beg you to take their money. By the way, if you're new here, I'm Vicky Sidler, a StoryBrand certified guide and duct tape marketing strategist from the Strategic Marketing Tribe. And I help small business owners like you build failure-proof marketing by focusing on the exact 20% of efforts that drives 80% of the results. All so that your marketing stops feeling like a miserable second job you never asked for. But let's be honest, if your messaging is confusing or tries to say everything at once, your ideal clients will instantly ignore you. That's what my 5-minute marketing fix was built to solve. Stop losing sales. Download the fix now. You can get it for free in the description below, or you can go to strategicmarketingtribe.com/fix. Okay, now with all of that out of the way, why is the free market actively trying to bankrupt you? If you believe that the marketplace is a fair and just meritocracy that will naturally reward you for working incredibly hard, you are setting yourself up for financial tragedy. Profits is not a magical reward for exhaustion. It is a strict mathematical result of a strategic imbalance. Priestley outlines a counterintuitive truth that you must immediately accept. Desirability is entirely fueled by scarcity. If absolutely anyone can have what you offer at any time of the day, the perceived value of your service plummets to zero. You must be deeply willing to let some customers completely miss out. Your operational reality exists in one of 3 states. You are either undersubscribed, meaning supply exceeds demand, and you are forced into a highly stressful, brand devaluing race to the bottom. Or perhaps you are balanced, meaning you are functionally busy, covering your basic costs, but experiencing zero equity growth. Or you are oversubscribed, where demand wildly exceeds supply, granting you the coveted power of no, premium pricing, and the ability to dictate your own terms. Which brings us to an interesting question. Are you a desperate hawker or a campaign architect? Most small business owners operate like frantic street hawkers, wandering the digital pavement, trying to sell 1 unit at a time to absolutely anyone who makes eye contact. To achieve high value growth, you must transition into a campaign-driven enterprise that moves the entire herd simultaneously. This requires establishing hard capacity limits and creating transparency of movement, which is letting the market visibly see that demand is high and your capacity is fiercely low. You do this by running structured campaigns rather than selling 24/7. So instead of aggressively pitching, you deploy signaling. You ask for a registration of interest to gauge demand without pressure. You only open the literal doors to sell when your signaling ratios hit critical mass. You want 5 times your capacity in pre-orders, 10 times your capacity in signups, and 100 times your capacity in total views. When you have 10 open spots and 50 people on a wait list, you aren't selling anymore. You are selecting. Which means you should be asking yourself, why is your marketing budget funding complete strangers? Because if you are dumping thousands of dollars a month into Facebook ads, trying to yell at people who have never heard of you, while completely ignoring the people who already gave you their credit card, your strategy is upside down. Priestley mandates a radical shift. You must deploy a remarkable budget. Stop paying for cold, apathetic leads and reallocate at least 50% of your marketing budget to intensely delighting your existing clients. This means creating surprise, high-value gifts, delivering spectacular wow moments during onboarding, and solving clients' problems for free. When you do this, your existing clients naturally become your primary unstoppable marketing engine. To convert the people they refer to you, you must deploy the 7-11-4 rule. Modern consumers buy based on deep trust, which is built through data-backed engagement. Before a sales conversation even occurs, a prospect needs to consume 7 hours of total engagement time across 11 interactions in 4 different locations, like a blog, a YouTube channel, a podcast, and a physical book. This ecosystem serves as a business card on steroids. But are you armed with a Swiss Army knife in a chainsaw fight? Because everyone loves the sexy idea of scaling a business right up until they actually have to manage the terrifying bureaucratic nightmare that comes with a massive payroll. Scaling is an active choice between remaining a lifestyle business and becoming a performance business. A lifestyle business, which is like 3 to 12 people, operates like a Swiss Army knife, a family-style culture filled with generalists who do a little bit of everything. But a performance business, which is 50 plus people, operates like a chainsaw. It is a ruthless, highly specialized machine. Priestley explicitly warns about the desert. The operational zone between 12 and 50 people is where most businesses violently die. The cozy generalist family culture completely fails here. To survive the desert, you must build robust soft assets, a recognizable brand, unique intellectual property, automated systems, and scalable products. Assets are what the market actually buys. Your frantic hustle is merely the exhausting panic that keeps you trapped in the wilderness. Okay, now the question everyone's asking, how do you actually escape the sea of beige? Knowledge is completely useless if it sits in a notebook. Knowledge is a struggle game. Aggressive implementation is the only way to enter the performance game. To separate your business from the commoditized masses, you have to deploy the 4 drivers of market imbalance. You cannot compete on price alone. You must flip the script in these 4 key areas. Number 1, innovation. You must abandon generic Me Too service offerings and build unique intellectual property with proprietary delivery systems. Number 2 is relationships. You must stop acting like a transactional, highly expendable vendor and evolve into a trusted key person of influence. Number 3 is convenience. You must eliminate high friction and painfully slow responses, replacing them with absolute friction reduction and automated ease. And number 4 is price. You must escape the desperate margin-crushing race to the bottom by maintaining high margins through ruthless internal systemization. You cannot build these highly coveted soft assets if your fundamental message is confusing. So you need a clear structural foundation to secure your brand identity before you try to signal the market. So get my 5-minute marketing fix. This rapid diagnostic tool uses your actual human brain to craft a crystal clear story brand one-liner. It gives you a standardized, reliable framework to align your message with total authenticity. Remember, you cannot prompt your way to an oversubscribed waitlist. Prove to your buyers that your business isn't a generic commodity, but a fiercely authentic human operation that they simply cannot afford to miss out on. Stop losing sales. Download the fix now. You can get it for free in the description below, or you can go to strategicmarketingtribe.com/fix. But what about you? What is the absolute most embarrassing product launch you've ever witnessed where a company hyped up a massive release, but absolutely zero customers actually cared? I'll go first. Remember when CNN launched CNN Plus, spent $300 million on a massive marketing campaign, and then had to awkwardly shut the entire streaming service down just 3 weeks later because practically nobody signed up? Okay, your turn. What stands out for you? Let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, you might like this one too. It's a summary of Book Yourself Solid by Michael Port, where you can learn to stop begging for bad clients. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.